one night I snuck out of my house and I just like told my parents I really didn't want anything to do with them. Like I didn't want to have to do anything with Christianity or anything, and so I just like snuck out and they found me and they were pretty upset because they had found some of the drugs that I had in my room. Hi, I'm Connor Morgan. I'm 16 years old. I go to Granite Bay High School, and I go to Creekside Church. My parents adopted me and my brother when we were babies. We moved to Granite Bay in 5th grade, and so that's when I first started coming to Creekside. It was around 5th, 6th grade. We were dealing with a lot back home, and so school was kind of like the only place I could really like just get out and like go away and stuff. And so, I don't know, I felt comfortable around the people that I had made friends with just because they were going through the similar things that I had been going through. But it got to a point where they started like using drugs and stuff and just started like doing things that I knew were wrong, but at the same time, I didn't really care. My attitude started to change because I was hanging around these people that had like no morals whatsoever, and they were like smoking weed every day and stuff like that. And so I started skipping school and stuff to go smoke with them and stuff. And so it got pretty bad because I just needed something to like get away because I was dealing with so much at home. I knew what I was doing was wrong, and like I would go to church and stuff with the people from Creekside that I had been friends with since 6th grade, and it didn't really bother me that I was one person at church and like another person at school. And so it was really sad because I had lost some of my really good friends and I was doing drugs and I wasn't happy at home, and so it all just kind of bunched into this like little situation where I didn't know how to get out of it. I was like scared. And so
the day he turned to me when I dropped him off for school and said, "Mom, I no longer want to be a Christian and I'm not going to have anything to do with it," just killed my heart. And I called the church immediately and I said, "Do we have mentors? Do we have a prayer group? Do we have accountability partners? What do we have for the high schoolers? I need something now. My son needs help." And about 15-20 minutes later, Scott Barnhart called and said, "I've dropped everything. I'll go to the school. I'll meet your son."
They got the church involved, which was like scary for me because the last thing I wanted was for the people in the church to know what was going on. And my mom had called one of the youth pastors at the time to come take me out to lunch and stuff, and we had this talk. I was forced to give it up. I was forced to give up like the one thing that made me happy. I had to give that up. I felt really exposed. Like everything that I had was being shown to everyone, and so especially when people in the church found out, I felt like they were gonna look down on me for it. I just remember feeling like I had nothing left, that I didn't have anything else that brought me comfort during that time when I had everything taken from me. It showed me that like what this world has to offer and like what the people around you have to offer is nothing in comparison to what God is going to give you. Involving me with the church at first might have been something that I didn't understand or like I didn't want to be any part of, but over time it just kind of helped me realize that it's an important part of who I am today, and it helped me build me up and just kind of rebuild those parts that I had broken down during that time.
It's a miracle that Connor wants to give his life to God with everything we've gone through, with that God brought him through this chasm.
Being involved in church kind of just turned everything around for me. It took a while, but it was kind of just like it was a clean move. I think I was ready to let go, but also I still see those same people at school, and it's kind of funny because like they're still, I mean, I can just tell they're still the same as they were 2 years ago. And so if that had not happened, I think I would have still been doing the same things, if not worse. And so I'm just thankful that God intervened when he did. I am Connor Morgan, and God is first, and I am second.